Oak, OVLY, Oak Valley Bancorp. I'm still going through those Russell 2000 stocks, highlighting every time I get one that looks interesting. I highlight it, I put in my favorites tab, and I'm going to keep a close eye on that. I'm going to keep populating my favorites tab, and I'm going to remove or add from that tab whenever. Here's my orange list. These are all Russell 2000 stocks that I've highlighted that merit some follow through, some checking up on. And as they evolve, try to get those A++ setups within those. And look at that, Oak Valley Bancorp. Beautiful, beautiful explosion right here. Stage 2 on the monthly chart exploded. Oh, waking up those sellers, bring the price action to the 12-month moving average. Big warning sign here. Time to exit. Even if you go all the way up here on the the time frames, you see that you're setting in some monthly defined support, very resistant. Sometimes you don't know it's there yet, but every time it fails and the month closes below that, it becomes more and more apparent, more and more powerful. Next time after that, then you know. You say, oh, hold on, the market refused, brought it back down, and then can't go. And after that, you're dipping below 12-month average until you break, until something gives. Here was the initial break below a declining 12-month moving average right here. This close in December 2006, and then down you went. You had a little support here, didn't quite hold up, and beautiful, beautiful stage 4, never challenging that 12-month moving average. And you could have see. Everybody talks the market crash, 2000, October 2008. But if you wait for then, sure, everybody's going to have a synergized final leg down or big leg down. And then the powers at B will do whatever they need to do to try to prop it back up. But if you start looking ahead of time at these weaker stocks that are really leading the bleeders, stocks in difficulty, like everybody's focused on those big blue chip stocks. Well, that's where the money is. That's where there's buybacks. That's where there's a lot of support. When these things break down, nobody's helping them. People are actually evacuating them, and they're going to go to those high value names that their brain or programmed through marketing to trust. And then you could have rolled this instead of getting in October right here. This was already at the bottom almost when this started falling down. This had already bottomed down. You were already shorting this for the past 2 years. Same thing going up, a little more volatility. So that one had a hard time getting back up. Using a 12-month moving average, so it would have been very painful. A lot of whipsaws until you had this final nice breakout right here. So all that noise. I think this is probably a low volume stock. So a lot of noise on the smaller time frames. But if you look at the monthly, you get to eliminate a lot of that. And once you broke out of that multi-year base, I think a few years, 1-2 years, when you broke out here, off you were to the races. Beautiful, beautiful stage 2 on the monthly candle chart. And you could have rode this whoop, sideways. Whoop, sellers coming in, those wicks, scary stuff. And then you get that final wick. And then you're out right here when you get that monthly close below that 12-month moving average. You're out no matter what. We probably got some signals on the weekly chart telling us to get out before, but this is your last chance right here is to get out, and never quite made it back. This is a pullback. That wick is a pullback on the weekly or daily chart, not quite making it. Sellers coming in, and then you're below the 12-month moving average. You start to decline, and you know the rest. That support has now become resistance. Can't make it up above, and slowly deconstructing down. I actually had another breakdown here off this pullback. Break down, try to pull back up. Sellers coming in. This support is now turned resistance, getting close to 12-month moving average. So on the smaller time frames, we probably had a good entry here. And now we're moving sideways. A little far from the 12-month moving average, but it's declining. A lot of price action below. So the vacuum is down. Where is my next line of support? right here, what I call a wall, previous resistance turns support, and then you have some natural support right here at the bottom of this red candle, this gap down. So this is my next zone, and then you have that zone over here. So vacuum until we reach 1475, 1472. Then a little congestion area here where we could sink in on the smaller time frames and see where we bounce. And then there's the final big base right here that's going to serve as nice support at 1045. All right, Russell. Time to do the Russell on the weekly. So that consolidation, we saw that sideways move on the monthly chart. Well, we're below now the Ichimoku cloud. I actually broke down right here. You see that red overlay. Came back up, close to that 30-week moving average, close that monthly defined support and resistance. Actually, this could have been some good entries right here on the way back down. Couldn't quite break down. Came back above that monthly defined support turn resistance. Sunk back below it. Another entry point right here out of the cloud. Lower highs. You know the symptoms. Look at that. That's the wick. That crazy wick was on the monthly chart. False signal. And then after that, right here. So now this is a nice, you could have inversed the chart and you would have said this is a beautiful, beautiful occasion to have a stage 2 continuation breakout, hogging a 30-week average. You have those dips below or now above the declining 30-week average, but sellers coming in, refusing for you to go up. So right now, clear cut line in the sand. A close below, a weekly close below 1750, and this could be a nice entry right here for continuation breakdown. Low risk environment because your sell stop would be just above the high of those wicks, above the 30-week moving average. If it goes back above that, you shouldn't have been there. The move needs maybe some more consolidation. You don't want to waste your time. And your enter right there at the close. So your position size. Wait, I'm just gonna draw what I see, my weekly, some more weekly defined support. So you'd enter at the close below, even if you could close here below that weekly defined support. Position size, sell stop here. Don't lose more than 1% here. And that's how you would enter the stage 4 decline. Let's imagine declining 30-week moving average. Then we close below, hit that monthly defined support, pull back up. Probably another good entry here. And then bouncing off between those levels, support and resistance. And then, look, the further you are away here, the less good is to scale in. You want to scale in at these early levels right here when you're really out of those big hurdles, those big bull technicals, those big bull clues. Once you start breaking them apart, you want to start scaling in here. One here, and maybe another one right here. The lower you go down, well, your lower chances of those really maximizing gains. And then after that, once you hit that final support right here, who knows? Maybe you break through. That's the beauty of stage analysis. And if you don't and it holds up, then maybe when it closes above the 3-week average, you'd be definitely out, guys. And that's how I deconstruct it, and that's how I envision it. If the price action would be above, I'd be doing those same scribbles, but on the other side, like here, pull, explode away, pull back, great entry right here, etc. Go away, pull back, that breakout line, then you would enter here, and that's how you do it on the way up. That's how you do it on the way down. The more you look at those charts, the more clear cut it becomes, guys. So Oak Valley, a little light on the volume, not the best of the volume of his stocks, but this is how you'd set it up right now. So very good risk to reward entry right here. You could wait for a weekly close below that support, and it could be off to the races on those some more legs down, guys. All right, thanks Russell for giving me some shortable stocks. All right, guys, don't forget to like it if you appreciate this video.